Hi, everybody. I've decided to make a video to work with and deal with an issue that is coming up more and more frequently during the one-on-one sessions that I conduct with people on Zoom. For the past 3 weeks, there have been 3 sessions which have proven to fail because this is what happens. You can hear my voice, but you can't hear the theremin at all. And this is happening more and more frequently. Why? Let's talk about that. The reason why this is happening 99% of the time is because the people who are asking for the sessions are using their computer's built-in internal microphone. Those are usually compressor microphones, and compressor microphones are designed to filter out or suppress certain frequencies, ones that they would interpret as noise. These computer microphones that are built in are usually there just to record your voice. They're not really equipped to be able to handle music, and particularly not a theremin. So what happens is we set up the session, we join each other in the meeting, and I'm unable to hear the theremin. If I'm unable to hear the theremin, regardless of whether it's a theremin or any other type of theremin, if I'm unable to hear it, our session is gone. We will be unable to do anything. So how can we make sure that I can hear the theremin? Just because you can hear it on your end doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be able to hear it. And this is because of the compressor mic in your computer. You can also attend to the fact that you're either using the little internal speaker on the theremin or an amplifier. If you have an amplifier, I recommend that you use it. I'll be able to hear the theremin better, as opposed to this little dinky speaker, which has some pretty big dynamic limitations. The bass doesn't really play. What you want to do when you test yourself on Zoom is you want to hear this. If you can hear that on Zoom, I'll be able to hear it. But how are you going to be able to hear it on Zoom? The way to do that is to record yourself. Record yourself on Zoom. How are you going to be able to hear it on Zoom? The way to do that is to record yourself. Record yourself on Zoom. Zoom has all of these menu items. Yeah, all the way down at the bottom. And the first thing you need to do is to make sure that you are optimized for sound. The way to do that is to go down to the little microphone icon that's down in the lower left-hand corner, and you'll see a little pointing upward arrow. If you click on it, it will give you this bunch of audio settings. What you want is to press audio settings, and here you'll be able to see your output volume, your input volume. You can see that mine is going right up to about the middle, and scroll down to your audio profile. What you want is to select original sound for musicians. Click it and close out. And now you're going to see up in the top left-hand corner of your screen, it's going to say original sound for musicians off. All you have to do is click it and it will now say on. That's going to maximize your chances of having the theremin sound good. But if you're still using your internal computer microphone, you've got to test it. How do you test it? You test it by recording yourself, by creating a movie of yourself. And the way we do that is to go down. Now, I'm already recording this on Zoom. You're actually watching my Zoom movie that I've recorded, sir. Run it along the bottom menu and select Record. When you do,
recording in progress.
It tells you a recording is in progress. When your recording is done, you can stop it.
Recording stopped.
Then end your meeting. End your meeting and the conversion process will begin. As you can see, progress bar, and when you're done, There's the movie. I have a couple more here than I need, but this is the one I just made. If using that built-in microphone on the computer fails, and you're unable to hear it in the movie that you've made on Zoom, you're going to need to purchase an external microphone. However, before you spend the money, if you've got a friend who's a real audio hound who really knows what they're doing, loves to make their own recordings, loves to broadcast on Zoom or has a podcast, anyone that you know that may have some audio equipment, maybe you can borrow an external mic and a mic preamp with phantom power. Those are the two things you're going to need. It will either be a cardioid mic or a condenser mic, both of which work omnidirectionally. They pick up lots of sounds and they don't cut out a lot of frequencies. That microphone goes to the mic preamp that has phantom power, and that preamp goes usually into the USB port on your computer, and then you're going to have to go into your sound settings and make sure that you tell the computer to use the external microphone instead of its built-in microphone. You can do that in your sound settings. Once that's done, once you know the external mic is working on your computer, then you go back on Zoom and make another movie of yourself to make sure your theremin can be heard in a recorded movie. That will guarantee that instead of trying to fix the sound issues during our session, we're going to be able to concentrate on making music, playing technique, and exploring what your theremin can do.